to make on the back of this?
Yeah, I'm loving how fired up you are this morning. May I congratulate you? But the whole China debate, everyone's understanding of it and the relationship with the US is flawed and is wrong, and I want to confront it, and we don't have enough time at this moment in time. The US doesn't need the Chinese to fund treasuries. That was a function of when the US was borrowing, was leveraging, when the US was running a trade deficit of 7% of GDP. It needed someone to fund that excess expenditure. The US is moving into a world where it is now saving 6% of its GDP, and the flows that come from the personal saving in the economy will fund, I predict, will fund the deficits.
I am aghast and amazed about what you're saying about saving. The Americans need to basically consume to keep their economy going, don't they? 70–80% of their economy is down to consumption. Do you honestly believe they'll sustain a 6% plus savings rate?
I think they could have a 12% savings rate.
Wow.
The point is then, why not accuse them of currency manipulation? If the currency relationship is unimportant at this stage, why continue this relationship where the Chinese buy your currency to continue to weaken their own?
Well, indeed. Well, first of all, the Chinese are not, so I would actually reject what David was saying. The Chinese are not diversifying their reserves. We know they have $2.5 trillion. Yeah, they cannot diversify because were they not to buy treasuries, and they are buying treasuries, they're buying shorter end treasuries. They used to buy Fannie Mae paper, they buy just government paper now. They're buying dollars. If they weren't buying dollars, their currency would rise. It would rise considerably. Yeah. Now their exports are down in the order of 25 to 30% on last year's levels. They don't want to raise the price 40%, so they are buying treasuries, okay? And the US has always shown a kind of dynamic and an open nature where it's willing to underwrite the expansion in the Asian economies at the expense of outsourcing of American jobs and elsewhere. That's the reason why the Chinese won't be buying bunds, because the European Union, the European economies would never be willing to underwrite 7% trade deficits and the loss of French car manufacturing jobs to Beijing. Yeah. America is, Europe's not.
Schemes such as Kurzarbeit in Germany, which have kept those jobs despite what some would say would be the economic rationale. Hugh, I'm afraid we've got to leave it there just for this second, but we'll pick up this conversation